taken up this size. Get it a little bit.
Digital transformation is creating a seismic wave that has a huge impact on the future of work. As time passes, new technology and digital job opportunities become available. You too can be part of the digital world. But where do you start? How do you keep up? Introducing two new initiatives powered by MDEC to help you. My Digital Workforce Job Platforms provide digital career opportunities. MDEC's Digital Skills Training Directory provides you a catalog of courses in software development, data science, cybersecurity, animation and game development to meet your career needs for the digital economy. Reskill, upskill, or discover new digital job opportunities at mdec.my.
There was no sound on this one.
Your goals and develop a brand voice on digital platforms. Start promoting yourself on various channels and also track your own performance. You are our main focus. We focus on students. We have trained over 2,000 students and shared our experiences with over 10,000 participants all over Southeast Asia. DMC is proud to offer unlimited revisions and both classroom and online support to help you grow. We have more than 40 years of combined experience in coaching and training, so let us hold your hand and lead you to success. DMC has signed agreements with strategic partners, so getting you a job and going above and beyond your skill set is our specialty. DMC is an award-winning company and planning to expand through Southeast Asia and also Asian. DMC has built a community, so all our alumni will be able to meet, do business, and communicate with each other. You deserve the best support. DMC founders Charles Gregory and Zevin Goe are top consultants in digital marketing strategies. They have worked closely with many government agencies and often speak at major events throughout Malaysia. It's not about DMC, it's about you. If you want to learn digital marketing skills and be successful with it, it's only right for you to choose the best company to partner with.
digital.
Welcome to the third session of Reboot by UBC. My name is Daphne Eiking, your moderator for today. Thank you all for tuning in, and I hope the next hour or so will be helpful for SMEs who are looking at developing much needed skill sets and at the same time finding new ways of adapting and working through these challenging days. Because let's face it, guys, despite COVID-19 restrictions easing-ish across the country, the economic fallout from the pandemic continues to be felt by many thousands of Malaysians from all walks of life. The naked truth is that a lot of what happens next to the global economy and job market is truly out of our control. So it is crucial for businesses to close skill gaps in their organizations now more than ever, and to have a team that has the right skill sets to drive your business forward. Because if left unaddressed, it will negatively impact your future growth and the ability to innovate, as well as to ensure superior customer experience and service quality delivery. So we'll be discussing all this with our industry experts. I'm so delighted to have them on board today over our Reboot 3.0, which is basically an online forum by Unify Biz Club or UBC. Now, for those of you who may not be familiar with Unify Business Club or UBC, it is basically a community platform that provides complete business solutions to support its core offerings and enable members access to expert advice, marketing tools, and all these wonderful benefits with all our best industry players. And this is, of course, all part of Unify's continuous effort to help businesses stay relevant and grow in the market, even, yes, during this new normal. Ladies and gentlemen, before I introduce our panelists for today, I want to congratulate our previous Reboot 2.0 Acer laptop winners. Let's see if we can make some noise from over here at the comforts of my home. A big shout out to Persada Terbilang Sdn Bhd. Yay! We've got MS Hari Enterprise, as well as Miri Amiranda Enterprise. I really hope I pronounced that correctly. So again, congratulations to Persada Terbilang. Congratulations to MS Hari Enterprise, as well as Miri Amiranda Enterprise. So congratulations, there they are. Happy with all their brand new Acer laptops. And again, today we are still giving away more Acer laptops courtesy of our partners Acer. All you have to do is basically submit your questions via live chat and stand a chance to win it. We're giving out 3 Acer laptops to all our lucky winners with the best questions. All right, so head down over to our Unify Facebook page and get your questions out there. And if it's chosen and you're the lucky winner, we will be announcing it soon. All right. Also, during this promotions that we're going to be giving, and we'll be talking more about later on during the show, will be about free digitalization tools analysis. We've got up to 30% discount on DMC training sessions, as well as MDEC upskilling and reskilling opportunities. And finally, later on, we'll also be having a one-to-one Zoom session. So if you need any specific advice on upskilling and reskilling your business, do join our private one-to-one session with our panelists. It's limited to just the first 20 participants. The link for the private one-to-one will be shared towards the end of the program. So do stay tuned, all right? So let's get right to the topic. We are talking about being relevant, upskilling and reskilling. Now that the MCO is over-ish, SMEs need to work on the recovery plan to ensure that they will be back on track fast. And to do so, they will need as much support as possible on this road of revenue recovery. This includes looking at new ways of doing things, both individually as well as an organization. So we all know that SME businesses are among the most affected segment, and this webinar will discuss specifically on upskilling and reskilling the existing workforce to develop much needed skill sets, inshallah, and at the same time adapt to the new ways of working. So joining me today are our industry experts. Please help me welcome Maria Kaur, the Head of Digital and Data Workforce, who'll be telling us a little bit more about their hashtag My Digital Workforce movement, which is an initiative to rally upskilling of the Malaysian workforce. We have Charles Gregory, we saw him earlier on in the video, founder and CEO of digital marketing consultancy Sdn Bhd or DMC, one of the largest digital marketing training schools in Malaysia. And finally, my friend Azmi Abdullah, Head of SME segment, the man who is instrumental in spearheading business collaborations to drive growth of Malaysia's SMEs right here in Unify. Hello everyone. How's everyone feeling today?
Hey Daphne, how are you?
Azmi, new haircut. New haircut, I see.
This is CMCO.
The CMCO has done that to you. I guess it just makes everything a
That's
little
right,
bit
that's
easier,
right.
or were you just bored? Because the last time we met was about a
No,
few
it just
weeks
makes it
ago.
easier.
Yeah. All right.
Yes,
Let's
yes, yeah, a bit different now.
All right, let's get right to it, guys. The effects on industry and retail business is the first topic that we're going to address. We all know that the government, along with several industry stakeholders, have already highlighted the importance of adapting to the challenges that are upon us. And one way to adapt is, of course, to focus on upskilling and reskilling your existing workforce. So, with so many uncertainties of the future of SMEs and employers, how crucial is it for businesses to upskill and reskill their teams? And what should be the main or key focus areas that they should be focusing on? Maybe perhaps we'll start off with Maria.
Hi, a very good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for the introduction, Daphne, and having me in today's webinar. Skilled digital talent is an essential component to enable digital transformation. And the COVID-19 has demonstrated that digitalization is key for SMEs to continue being able to deliver good customer experience and has accelerated the momentum of digital adoption.
Right.
Digitalization of SMEs is just not about implementing a computer system to run a standalone process. It requires a rethinking and a redesign of business processes, which include management, operations, sales and marketing processes based on what ICT can enable. According to the recent World Economic Forum Future of Jobs report, 50% of all employees will require reskilling by the year 2025. And in addition, 94% of companies expect their employees to learn or pick up a new skills on the job. And there's another interesting study by IDC on future skill sets of SMEs. Employer or employee not only need to master ICT skills alone, but they need to also equip themselves with interpersonal, problem solving, and also critical thinking skills in order to navigate through an increasingly digitalized and automated world. Neither only technical nor only business skills are enough. The actual market demands for employees to have a mix of both digital skills and also business and technical knowledge. And in fact, 48% SMEs cited not having the right employee skill sets is a major challenge for them. And they need
48%?
help in, yes.
Wow.
And they need help in the following areas. They need help in sales and marketing, business management, and also IT technical skills. Now, there are 4 digital tech areas that SMEs can focus in upskilling and reskilling their employees. And they are number 1, software or full stack development, where they will provide programming or the essential technical knowledge to enable employees to gain an overall view of ICT-based projects like web or apps development. Second is data analytics, to provide data analytics concept and tools that will enable employees to better understand the data generated within their business and how to make decisions based on those data to come up with new product or service development, and also how to grow customer lifetime value. And the third is on cybersecurity. That is important in identifying possible network security risks. The number of targeted breaches affecting SMEs have increased over the years. And as SMEs migrate to the cloud, there is added complexity and also specific challenges operating within a hybrid environment itself. And last but not least, of course, is digital marketing, which I will leave it to the next panelist, Charles, who is an expert in digital marketing, to elaborate
There
further.
you go, Charles,
Over
all
to you,
yours.
Charles. Yep.
Okay, well, thanks, Maria, and also thank you for the warm introduction, Daphne. Right, so I think I will just summarize here. It's just the way our customers are doing things now. Businesses are affected simply because they can't communicate with customers the way they used to. So if now customers are spending more time online, they're spending more time on a mobile phone, they're spending more time at home on the internet, that's where the business should focus on. It's all about customers, yeah? As a business owner myself, everything that we do is always about our customers, because if we don't empower our customers, if we don't solve a problem that the customers are facing, we'll be out of business. So I think that this COVID has actually pushed digitalization at least 5 years ahead. Yeah, if not, I was doing this for about 5 years training, telling people you need to go digital, you need to go digital. It's okay. My retail business is
Suddenly,
fine.
overnight, things change.
Exactly, right? Exactly, because I'm doing fine. Why should I change? Yeah. So I think when this happened, it was a big hit. And actually, nothing much changes. You just that you can't communicate the way we used to communicate. People can't go to retail shop. People are scared. So what they do, they
Yeah.
go online. So I think businesses should be, I would just say, not to say scary, but just move towards where your customers are, and that's where digital marketing comes in. And obviously, like what Maria mentioned, if you want to interact with your customers, then you need to go online, then you need to build web, and when it goes to web, you need some data to analyze. Yeah, all this will come in as stack as we go along. So my
Yeah.
advice to businesses, um, just take it slowly, yeah, and go step by step rather than overwhelmed with all these such big words and jargons that people throw around, right? Digitalization in terms of so many areas,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Charles. Thank you, Maria. Azmi, UBC has a wide base of SME members, and you've seen how both MCO and now the CMCO has really impacted their businesses. Have you seen any
Yeah.
case studies where Unify SME customers have benefited by acquiring new or upgraded skill sets that has helped their business rebound?
Yeah. Hi, Daphne. Good to see you again. And hi, Charles and Maria. Very excited indeed. Definitely. Like what Charles mentioned, there was a set of things that they do in the past to run their business. But today, things needs to change. And one good example is when we had our Simbang business session. And if you guys are familiar with Burger Lab, the owner actually said that having to rely on walk-ins or appointments alone are not enough. Yeah.
Right.
So delivery or takeaway is another way of doing things. So that's just a simple example of how things need to be different, and they've adopted it. And today you see many platforms that allows retailers, not just F&B outlets, to actually go into e-commerce. So a nice balance act of physical sales and online sales is very important, and I'm glad to see a lot of people has adopted it.
Let's move forward now and find solutions on upskilling and reskilling. Can you elaborate on the various upskilling and reskilling initiatives and private sector-led programs under, perhaps we'll start off with Maria, that MDEC has in hand?
Sure, thanks, Stephanie. MDEC launched the hashtag My Digital Workforce movement in August this year
It was very
rally action to
successful.
reskill. Thank you. To really action to reskill Malaysian workforce for the digital economy.
Yep.
And one of the main objectives is to drive mass awareness about the urgency to reskill and upskill the Malaysian workforce with digital skill sets. Now, currently for the movement, as of today, we have launched 3 initiatives. Number one is the Let's Learn Digital campaign, which we started in May this year in collaboration with Coursera under their Workforce Recovery Program, offering more than 3,800 courses, free access
Wow.
to unemployed Malaysians. And we have more than 20,000 people who sign up for that program.
I was one of them.
Oh, okay. So the campaign ended last month, and we have a number of success stories. And for the next initiative, we also have a digital job aggregator platform where we collaborate with WOPS and Hayes to aggregate digital jobs that's available on MDEC website. Currently, we have more than 2,000 job vacancies in the My Digital Workforce Jobs platform.
Wow. Okay.
Now, thirdly, is the Digital Skills Training Directory, which I want to elaborate further for today's audience, which is a catalogue of courses that addresses in-demand courses that for digital skills. Yeah, so SMEs can use this directory to choose relevant courses for their employees, and these courses have been reviewed and endorsed by a panel of the digital industry experts to guide Malaysians in selecting courses that meet their career needs for the digital economy.
So
Currently, we
Maria,
have
sorry if I may ask. So all the SMEs have to do is go to the MDEC website, and all the information will be there.
That's right. You
Okay.
can go to the
Great,
website.
great.
Okay, they can Google digital skills training directory. You can bring them directly to that page. Yeah,
Okay.
and out of the 173 courses right now approved to date from 43 training partners, it covers the areas of data science, cybersecurity, software development. We also have animation and games design.
Wow.
It ranges from the beginner to the advanced level. So for the besides upskilling and reskilling, MDEC also offer the SME business digitalization grant that offering a 50% matching grant up to 5,000 ringgit per company for subscription of services in the following 7 areas. Number 1, digital marketing or sales. Number 2, electronic point of system or e-post system. Third is HR payroll system or CRM. Fourth, procurement. Fifth, e-commerce. Sixth is remote working. And last but not least, ERP or accounting and tax. Now, this matching grant will be worth 500 million over 5 years, limited to the first 100,000 SMEs that apply to digitalize their business operation. And another initiative to help SMEs to embrace digital adoption is Digital Accelerator, or we call it in short DX, which is a one-stop platform to provide SME with guidance or financial incentives as well as capacity building in order to help SMEs to take the digital leap in becoming more competitive to achieve greater success. And the platform URL is dx.com.my.
dx.com.my, because I'm also looking at some of the I'm also live on my Instagram page, so people are really asking me all these links, so I will be sharing it, and don't worry, for those of you who are watching this, we will be also posting it over our Unify Biz Facebook page. All right.
Definitely. Guess what?
Yes,
Charles is also part of the TSP list, aren't you, Charles?
Yes, it's amazing what MDEC is doing because they're offering money. Yeah, it's actually a matching grant, right? Up to 5,000. So if the company invests 5,000, the MDEC and the government gives another 5,000, so they get a total of 10,000, right? That's amazing. Simply because let me just share a few more government initiatives, right? We work a
Sorry,
lot
Charles,
with.
to correct you, right? The Malaysian government provides the money, not MDEC, yeah?
Malaysian, yes, have to mention that over, Nanti.
I tell us we got money, we're happy. All right.
So yes, the Malaysian government will be
the Malaysian government
handing out these grants.
Right, yes. Also, under Pekeso, I think I just want to add this on. Under Pekeso, if let's say right now, if you're hiring anybody, you can get any training that is endorsed from Pekeso training list, and that's include like what Mara mentioned, from AI, web development, mobile development, and of course digital marketing, and you're also one of them, right? And the training is completely free because it's paid by the government, and also if you got retrenched, during this MCO period, also you can claim a free training, and a lot of people did not know this, most of the people, they just focus on the 6 months, the insurance money that they get, up to 4,000 a month, but a lot of people did not know that, you can actually claim a completely free training of your choice. And of course,
there's actually a lot of opportunities out there,
Huge opportunities for a lot of Malaysians, I would say. And the government is doing a lot of things for us, actually. Thank you,
Perhaps, we've got a bit of a clap there, courtesy of my technical producer over here. Charles, maybe you can share some of your solutions and bespoke initiatives by DMC alone, like from your end.
Okay, we do training, and I think one of the advantages that when you come to our training, it's mostly because we are also business owners, so we understand what the businesses needs today, right? Especially in terms of marketing, to acquire new customers, to take care of our new customers. So we always specialize in coming out courses that works for SMEs, and that's why I see that DMC is. Now, I want to take the opportunity also, right? I do not have much things to offer, but I can offer you my YouTube channel. Is that okay? DMC Training Hub. Just go there. There's a lot of free videos that I have in different various, all about digital marketing skills. Please go and subscribe. And we have about 60 videos we've been doing on a daily basis now. So every week we're adding up to, and it's all completely free. Just go in, learn, and
what are some of the popular classes that you run?
I would say Facebook. Everyone loves Facebook simply because it's an easy barrier to entry, and to acquire a customer, it's quite cheap compared to other forms of marketing. And that's where
the subscribers are actually businesses, Charles? The subscribers are businesses?
Two, most of it are business owners, and another side of it are employees, because employees say, hey, I need to upskill myself now to get higher pay, because
Right,
now
right.
employees also know that they are so high in demand, right? Digital marketing is so high in demand. I believe in Malaysia we have about 1 million businesses, that all of them, just imagine, right? Every single business we have a finance department, correct? We have a sales department, we have a marketing department. Yeah, if a smaller company, they merge together. But do you realize that up to today you don't hear of a digital department or digital marketing department? So in the future, every companies will have a department that specializes in digital marketing, the kind of things, right? And the opportunity for employees to tap into it, it's so amazing, because if you have this skill set and you're really good at this skill set, you get paid. You get hit hunt all the time. Yeah, and this is amazing. It's what's happening today.
Yeah, you're right, because I've got some friends who are key opinion leaders or KOLs who are being poached by companies to run their digital marketing side, whether they are
Sure.
able to marry the marketing branding side of the corporate affair, corporate side of things with their social media savviness. That's another issue lah. But yeah, you're right. There's a huge market there, and maybe those graduates who may are thinking of, there's no job opportunity. That's something that they can go into. Now we've got all these youngsters who are very much more social media savvy than us otais here lah. Otai tak otai. Yalah, kau faham lah tu kan. Alright, Azmi, how does UBC plan to support its members in these areas of upskilling and reskilling, specifically with its current product offering?
Yeah, so it cuts across, definitely. So that's why, if you can recall, we started off with tech solutions,
Yep.
right? And that requires reskilling and upskilling too. Then we moved to digital marketing solutions, where we invited Engine Mailer, Yellow Pages, and so on. And today, we're in a specific reboot where the focus is actually on staying relevant. So, in our opinion, upskilling and reskilling cuts across many things, and I'm very happy to hear that when Maria mentioned that even soft skill is something that people need to invest.
Yeah.
Right? It's taken so much for granted that everybody is familiar with this thing called soft skills. But in the effort of being differentiated, even businesses must invest in this. So yeah, so that's why we're here to coordinate, to collaborate with various strategic partners, so that the SMEs out there gets the best out of whatever Malaysia has to offer.
Can I just add a little bit on soft skills?
Sure.
Please go ahead.
Exactly right. You see, soft skill, right? We used to talk face to face. Right now we are on. I mean, I'm talking to a camera, right?
Yeah.
How do we communicate? How do we position ourselves? How do we look? How do we even talk? Closing skills, like on WhatsApp, on Telegram, on all these things. How do you communicate? So the soft skill has to be reinvent.
Yeah.
Because last time they say mirror people. You have to. But all these are online things. That is another set of skills that
Correct.
you're right. And even team building, motivation online. How do you do that? I've seen amazing things. I've joined. People, wear hats. People jump. People do a lot of things to motivate people, because now you can do motivation. Come think about it, right? How do you team building online? How do you do team building online? Can you just imagine that? And I've seen people do it. So it's all soft skills. So thanks, Asmi. I think that's a great point to bring up in this topic today.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Because
EQ is also.
Go ahead, Maria.
Sorry, EQ is also very important as we move into
Yeah.
highly automated world. EQ is something that robot cannot replace human, so it's also one of the
Thank
critical.
God.
I mean, as much as we embrace technology, hey, we need a job too physically. Sorry, Maria.
Yeah, that's all for me. Thanks.
Yeah, I was doing this NLP class that I decided to take on, and I think it's so important, especially in this time where we're lacking in IQ might be high, but the SQ part and the EQ part is like really, really low. And you're right, Charles, about how training physically in a venue compared to doing it online, because people can just sort of like switch off the video cam and then bugger off for a while, So how do you get that attention and make sure that they are getting the best, value for money for what they're paying for? Some of them are probably getting paid via their corporate companies, like you have to attend this and yada yada. So that's another skill set altogether, and it's interesting that we've also highlighted this. Maria and Charles, both of your organizations help, of course, empower SMEs. You've mentioned it briefly earlier on, as well as the SMEs and their workforce. Are there any particular solutions or services that you are aware of for SMEs who are looking at rebounding post-pandemic, and any good news for UBC members? Maybe I want to elaborate a little bit more about some of the solutions or, trainings that you provide. And
Okay, I'll start.
Okay.
What we have done is in a beta stage, but we're ready to launch, right? And I'm so proud to launch it at Reboot 3.0. It's our gap analysis tool. Yes, thank you. Now, you just imagine, because when people say, I want to go digitalization, what skills do they need to have, right? For example, from a C-suite level, probably their skill sets level are different from a marketer who probably want to do media buy to acquire new customer. And probably even that also, if after you get the customers, how do you follow up? You need a sales team online to follow up. So my gap analysis tool will tell you that where are you heading and what need do you need to do. And it's completely free. Yeah, it's completely free. I will give you the link later.
Okay.
Do take note, it's in beta testing. It works, but if there are any bugs, please let me know. But you get the first to do it. I actually use this for consultation on one-to-one with big corporates, but I'm just thinking that, hey, I think the SMEs can use this, and and I want to just, during Reboot 3.0, just give this as a welcome
good news
gift.
indeed. Thank you, Charles.
Thank you, Charles. Thank you.
You're most welcome. You're most welcome.
And Maria. Oh, there you go. A clap for you, since we're all
Thanks,
virtually
Stephanie.
staying safe at home. All right, Maria,
Okay.
anything for us?
Sure.
Us.
Yeah, although the courses listed on the Digital Skills Training Directory are all paid courses, but some of our partners do offer free courses, and I believe UBC will be sending out a newsletter next week on what are the courses that's offered by our training partners. And just now, as what Charles mentioned, for those directory with the Pekeso logo for selected courses, so for companies who are participating in the Penjana hiring incentive, they can claim up to 4,000 ringgit for those courses. And as I mentioned, in the DX platform, SMEs who would like to go into digitalization, they can also register and take a simple assessment to see where they are in the digitalization journey of SMEs, and the system will be able to match them with the right advisory or incentives that are available.
Just to bring things back to the ground, Thanks, Maria. Just to bring things back to the ground, because we're again throwing all these big words. At the end of the day, we've got I think Azmi and I have spoken about this in our previous sessions. We've got the auntie on the street selling her kerepe. She may have maybe personalized it a little bit more with getting stickers and stuff and all that jazz, right? But then to them, all these big words, digitalization, CRM, PP, all these, how would they be able to come on board and to have access to all these opportunities, even if they're is it going to be tough for them to apply because they may not have a proper list of that needs to be checked when applying for grants and stuff like that? How is it for them? We're looking at even smaller groups.
That's why we need a one-stop platform, right, to address this concern. So if they go to the dx.com.my, it's a simple registration, answer a few simple questions to see their understanding of digitalization. From there, we can categorize them whether they are amateurs or they are in the intermediate level or advanced level. Then the platform will be able to match their requirements with what kind of support that cater to that particular stage of digitalization. If they are beginner, so I'm sure there are a lot of beginner solution as well. Let's say it's SMEs who just started F&B business. E-post system could be very helpful, right? So there are many services that can cater for a broad range of depending on what level of digitalization they are in currently.
Yeah. So if I may add. Between MDAG and Telkom Malaysia, there is already an MOU in place.
Oh.
And with regards to DX, we are actually working on a physical DX.
Good.
We should be going live. We should be going live in December. And we'll be starting off in Klang Valley first. The 2 TM points that has been identified, TM point Pandan Indah as well as Taipan. Now, just to add a little bit to what Maria shared, it's an opportunity for the SMEs to go to a physical store and to exactly experience what Maria had shared, understanding where they are with regards to the digital maturity. And back to Charles, the gap that they are experiencing today. So by knowing where they are, then they will then take the next step on, okay, what do I do next? So yeah, we're very excited to work with MDEC on this.
Yeah, and it's great that you have a physical point of reference for that, because at the end of the day, as much as we are embracing this acceleration towards digitalization, even that word alone is like a mouthful, but you have still people like myself who still want to, tapi macam mana ya? You know, like they still want that personal touch and to be having their concerns addressed right there, right now. So it's great that you've got this pilot project going on. Again, it's going to be starting first at the Pandan Indah betul?
Pandan
Dengan
Indah and Taipan.
And Taipan. So that's going to be launched or will be rolling out in December. And I think
December.
December. So yeah, do stay tuned to Unify Biz punya updates with regards to that. All right, just very quickly before we proceed, here's another reminder, a giveaway reminder. It's a last chance for you to put forward your most interesting and creative questions for all our panelists. Winners, we've got 3 units to be given away. Stand a chance to win Acer laptops, and it's all up for grabs. Your questions will be read out, and I think we have 1 or 2 ready already. Let's see if we have any questions from the audience. All right, we've got one here. How do we match who can be upskilled and reskilled with the correct reskilling sets? This is by Alex Raja from Ecclesia Solutions, Sdn Bhd. All right, so who's going to answer this? How do we match who can be upskilled and reskilled with the correct reskilling sets?
I can start.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. Maria, you go first?
Me.
Ladies first, ladies first.
Okay, ladies first. Go ahead.
Okay. First of all, thanks, Alex, for that question. Before I go to direct answer that question, firstly, I would like to also mention that before we start in upskilling or reskilling anyone, we have to look into the needs of the organization itself. What are you trying to achieve, right? And a good example, if let's say I want my organization to become a more data-driven organization, then I will start to identify, okay, I need to equip my employees with data skill sets. Okay. The next thing is to look at the training need analysis, right? Whether I'll be able to do it internally. Do I have a resource that can do that? Or do I need to engage an external party to help me to identify the gaps? Once the gaps is identified, then a training provider that has been hired to do the job will be able to do some simple assessment to look at the right employees that you have that are able to be trained or upskilled in the required skill sets for the organization.
Okay.
Maybe Charles and Azmi would like to add.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Maria, thanks. I think I will go into the individual, because you went into the organization part, I'll go into individual. So take a look at the individual, If the person likes data, the person likes numbers, let's focus on that. If the person likes customer support, let's put him or her in the customer support upskilling on the internet. If the person likes marketing, you cannot force an individual just because you have to learn all these things because it's a needed skill. No, you have to look at individual because I've seen many people try to push their employees to learn all the latest skill set, but it's not their DNA, and that's where they get so like, this is something I hate to do. I mean, I love talking to people. I love communication. I love to go live on Facebook. I like to go, don't give me data things, you understand? So this is things that I think organization has to also understand. I mean, that's good, Maria, on an individual employee side. So both, if they come together, I think that's amazing. So that's my angle on employee side.
But whose job scope will that be then? Will it be HR of the company that will have to sort of, okay, I'm going to think that Azmi Abdul Rahman would be better in this, Daphne Aiking would be better in that? Or they just leave it up to the trainer, for instance, DMC, to sort of figure out their personality match? How would it work? If in the case of training, for instance?
I think it's a bit of both.
Okay.
It depends on the size of the company. I mean, if the average SME is what, 10, 15 men
Yeah.
strong, yeah. So my belief is that day-to-day observation is very important,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
You don't have to wait.
Exactly.
You don't have to wait till 30th or 31st of December before you start evaluating the performance of an employee, right? So the day-to-day observation is important, and only then that you can do matching of talent or capabilities or needs against the business needs. Yeah. So once that is done, then it's all about the next course of action. But yeah, I think we shouldn't just limit it to HR or to do the job. Every supervisor or supervisory role has the opportunity to observe the workforce. So,
And see
yeah.
what is the potential of the respective
Yeah.
employees. Yeah. We've got some really good questions here coming, guys. Next one is with regards to staff and middle management that refuse or unable to reskill or upskill, what would your recommendation be that we do with them? This is from Daniel Koo, the soap seller, Sinan Berhad. Thank you, Daniel. Right, guys.
Okay, I think first of all, maybe we have to identify why are they not interested to be reskilled and why do they refuse, right? Perhaps a counseling or one-to-one session to understand what is their concern, and also highlighting the risk involved if they do not want to be upskilled, so they could be, losing their jobs. So that's a risk involved here. So I think we need to look into why, at the first place, they are not interested.
Okay. Charles, anything else?
Exactly.
You
I,
wanna add?
I think that's a great point because maybe they are scared that their job will be gone. So that's why they don't want to upskill and reskill because if they say, I need to go online and I don't have the skill and I don't want to learn that, yeah, probably. But I will take this angle, right? I will probably take their competitor and I look at how they do things online. And if they're doing very well online and they have, because it's very easy to reverse engineer a lot of our businesses today, right?
Yep.
Then explain to the management level or the C-suite level, hey, our competitor is doing this, our competitor is doing this, and if you're not doing this, we are probably lagging behind, probably the next 1 year or 2 years or 3 years. Maybe companies are not really pushing into digitalization simply because they're still okay. A lot of businesses don't need to go online and they're still doing very well. Yeah. For give you a good example, maybe accounting, lawyers. Yeah. They, in fact, because they can't market, in their business, like lawyers and all these doctors, so they're doing very well, not very well, but they're still doing okay at this moment. Yeah. So it depends on the industry, I would say. But I would take a look at their competitor and analyze. And usually, management only have one or two main things, and they want to either make a lot of money, or they're here to serve the community. So, if most of the time, if you want to be profitable, I'm sure they will do whatever it takes to be profitable.
Any input on your end, Azmi, with regards to Daniel's question earlier?
Yeah, I think engagement within the workforce is very important.
Yeah.
If the team is aware of what's happening, what's changing, what needs to be done, then I think the adoption of upskilling and reskilling is much easier. If a bunch of employees are left behind doing their day-to-day, not realizing that the world is changing, then suddenly you knock on their door and you need to go for this training and that training or the other, then it's a bit difficult.
Yeah.
So I think it's the responsibility of the management to constantly engage so that people are aware of what's happening.
Even if they have to engage via behind the lens, just have to find a
Whatever
way.
it takes, right? Whatever it
Just
takes.
have to adapt. All right, we've got a next question. Let's see if we can have it flashed on our screens. The third question. Keep them coming, guys. Really good questions here. What are the top skills that are relevant for businesses right now? From Nirwana Ajirul Srida. Wow. Okay. What are the relevant upskilling?
I think
skills?
earlier on, I've mentioned a few. Data analytics is a critical skill set, and depending on the organization, if they want to have their own software development team, they also need to look into software development. And not only technical skills, like what Azmi also mentioned, soft skills is also important as well. EQ, interpersonal skills, and company that want to look at the online presence, digital marketing skills is also highly sought after.
Yeah. If I were to choose one, I would say that most of the SMEs that I coach and train, they want to know how to do marketing on the internet. That's it, because they need the cash flow. They need to learn how to sell. Yeah, they need to learn how to acquire a customer and the cost to acquire one customer. And I think that's the most important thing that most people do, because if they can't even make sales on the internet or collect money, yeah, they'll be out of business within 3 6 months. Most businesses do not have the cash flow, I would say, to continue burning. If the pandemic is still going to continue and
Yeah.
the way of doing business is still not going to change, they really quickly need to go online and hey, I need to make cash. I need to make money. So what kind of skill set? So I would think that is marketing skill set per se on that.
Azmi, how
Yeah.
about UBC members? What are some of the ones that they are always, giving feedback on or what they want?
Yeah. So we have about 300,000 broadband customers who automatically enjoy the UBC benefits.
Right.
Now we represent the breakdown of the SME in Malaysia. Now 80% are businesses that's in the services sector. Now services sector, it involves what? Retail outlets, F&B, professional services. These are very brick and mortar businesses. So once upon a time, future buyers would go to them, right? But now they need to make sure that they are present in the digital space. So how do you go about doing that? So this is very much aligned with what Charles has said. There are skill set that needs to be adopted to ensure that you are in that busy space. Because if you're not there, people won't know you, people don't see you, and guess what? It's very very difficult for people to acquire or inquire about your services. So finding your footing in the digital space, and then push the various transactions that can happen. So yeah.
So that's one of the huge demands in terms of finding solutions in that part, yeah, on UBC
Yeah.
members. All right. Oh, okay.
Exactly.
We've got a specific question to Charles here. Any post-training support for UBC members provided by the trainer, example consultation or online support group? Again, any post-training support for UBC members provided by the trainer, example a consultation or online support group. This is from Zamal PTSB. Charles.
Definitely, yeah, definitely. In our training, just to give you a little bit of a background, since now we are doing online, we have pre-recorded videos, during recorded videos, and post-recorded videos, and members can have access to it as much as they want. We do have a community where people can ask questions, a support group. So definitely, because learning is not a one-time process, especially on the internet. Because today you might see, oh, this is how you do Facebook, and tomorrow you might see, hey, the layout has just changed completely. Even though the fundamentals are the same, but things changes so fast. Yeah, and now people are talking about I don't know, TikTok and cloud. So many. Yeah, it is so hard even for us to catch up in this field. Yeah. So my advice, yes, we do offer support, but again, try not to jump into too many new things until you found your footing or your foundation that is strong. Because one of my biggest worry is people tend to always go for the shiny object, um, and um, and yeah. But to answer you, yes, definitely, it's a
There.
continuous online training and support. Definitely, yes.
I'm guilty of that. I'm like, oh, this course sounds very good for me. Then this course. Then I sign up and I'm like, oh, lama, no time. So yeah, you have to commit. Commit, choose one and just commit to it. Okay, we've got one more question here. If I invest, let's see if it flashes yet. If I invest in human capital, upskilling and reskilling the employees to meet with current change, how do we sustain loyalty in employment in a small biz setting when the employee require more skills and knowledge? This is from Snow Yap, Pusat Tuition Era Baru. If I invest in human capital, upskilling and reskilling the employees to meet with current change, how do we sustain loyalty in employment in a
Yeah.
small biz? Okay, yeah, she's got a point there.
Yeah,
Snow.
Dev. I think this is a very real question, right?
Yeah,
So do
absolutely.
I train my employee or not? Because if I train, then they might they might
Go
leave
somewhere else.
for
Yeah.
a better paying job. So this is where in my opinion, the engagement between the management and the workforce needs to be very open and clear.
Yeah.
You know, investment for future success, be part of the future success. You know, so that it is not an employee-employee kind of relationship. Everyone is part of this new journey that they're undertaking. So there's always that concern, but I think it needs to be it needs to be managed by embracing the theme approach. If you get the team approach, I mean, yeah.
Okay. Anyone
I
else
think
wants to add on?
employer-employee engagement is very important. Sometimes to retain the staff, it depends how engaged is their employers, right? And if you train your staff, they become more capable, and that also will increase the productivity for the organization. So I think organizations have to look at positively. If they upskill their staff, they can contribute better to the organization. And as how to retain them or loyalty, it depends on how they treat their staff as well. If they are, some company use this as a retaining mechanism, right? Because if you stay with my organization, you can also grow with the organization.
True.
So
That's true.
engagement and overall how the organization treat their employees are also very important.
Charles, anything you want
So
to
I
add
think
on?
gone are the
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, if I may just do a quick one.
Yeah.
Gone are the days where go for this training, but we will tie you for another 2 years. You can't, and if you leave, then you have to pay for the,
For the course.
those kind of
Yes.
scare tactics doesn't work anymore, right? So yeah.
Charles, anything you want to add on to that?
We are a digital marketing training company, so a lot of my staff actually left me simply because they can make more money than the pay. You understand? It completely makes sense because now they learn how to do YouTube, they learn how to do affiliate marketing, they learn how to do SEO, and they make more money from their pay. And they say, "Oh, thank you, Charles, but it's time to move on." And I think that is going to happen all the time. Yeah, if you are good and if you are in demand, and if the company can't pay you that well, they will go for other greener pasture. I think that is a certain thing that is going to happen. Now, moving forward, after learning from all this experience, I'll say, hey, why not, we do business together? Why not,
Right.
you do this marketing and you get a percentage of it? Why not you do this and, you grow with me, And of course, at the same time, you can do on your own and I can consult you, I consult you in your own business, So, of course, different company would have a different organization, but that's what works for me. And hopefully my staff, I know snow, but be prepared. Yeah, be prepared that they will leave, and that's normal. I think that's normal. And you also, I believe, will poach or take other people who are better, just to in your company. And it's just going to be, I think, the common thing in business today. But how we take care of them and how to make them feel, because not every staff or employee wants just about money. It's more about recognition. I mean, this one we have to, understand them personally on what they want and what motivates them to stay with a company.
And it goes back to EQ and SQ and soft skills to get that
Again,
intake.
yeah.
It's not just about the individual themselves, but it's for the team dynamics at the end of the day, right? We've got some amazing questions going, but I'm looking at the time right now. I'm just going to announce the winners for our brand new Acer laptop. And the winners are... Make some noise. Alex Raja from Ecclesia Solutions. We've got Daniel Koo from the Soap Seller, Sinan Berhad, as well as Nirwana Ajiro Srida. Lambat sikit kepungan dari virtual set kita, tapi tak apa, janji ada. Congratulations, guys. The team will be in touch with you with regards to passing you your brand new Acer laptop. Thank you so much to our partners from Acer. Congratulations once again to Alex, Daniel, as well as Nirwana. So, yes.
Do we get a laptop also?
Tidak ada, tapi kita akan, when SCMCO is over, I am going to strong arm my way to get us, me and the team, to find a way that we can all meet together and makan together. Pandai-pandai je announce dekat depan tak clear pun dengan klien. Well done, Daphne Aiking, well done. Actually, I think we just have one more time, a little bit more on for a question because before we wrap up the show, someone actually asked me over Instagram, for beginners like me, how long to learn up a skill and reskilling? how long does it normally take in a month? I think the commitment. Perhaps this one's for Charles. Biasanya how long
Sure.
kalau agak-agak?
I think for basic beginners, go for the simple skills, right? Like go live on Facebook. That's instant because you get to see instant results, right? And the other skill set is a little bit more technical, like Facebook ads, Google ads, SEO, which will take probably 3 to 6 months. But I think that if someone wants to be competent in a particular skill set, will probably take at least a year. So, but start from, yeah, it's not that easy to, it's quite easy to go into it, but it's not easy to master something. So continuity and baby steps, get some small success, and then move on to bigger things. So I would say that live is one of the fastest, most easiest way because you can actually command, and especially Facebook today, they love you when you go live. Yeah, Facebook love live. They will just promote to their friends all automatically by the platform. You don't have to do that much. So constantly doing it, the algorithm will pick it up and will be happy. Yeah.
All right. Thank
Yeah,
you
I just
so
would like
much.
to add
Yep.
because it also depends on what kind of skills that she would like to learn.
Yep.
For technical skill, like for example, a software developer, if someone without
Oh.
programming knowledge at all, it would take a longer time, right?
Oh,
There
sure.
are Accelerator program out there that ranges from 3 to 6 months, and also hands-on is also very important. Not only that they learn the classroom training, but after that they have to go for apprenticeship kind of attachment with the company to learn the skills. So the duration varies according to what type of skill sets that she's interested in.
And I think at the end of the day, for someone who loves attending all these things, right, you start with something very simple to see if it's your cup of tea, because there's no point going for like, oh, I want one with a certification because, I want that cert. But then it's not your cup of tea. You spent some money on it, you've invested money, and then you don't have the time.
Yeah.
It's just not. So I think start with something, like as Charles was saying, as basic and as simple as possible.
Yeah.
Now, we've been hearing a lot of good insights and stories from all of you. Perhaps just before we wrap up the show, do you have any final words of wisdom, advice, or tips for all our SMEs watching us live right now? We'll start with Maria.
Sure, thanks, Stephanie. So I feel that SME needs to develop a digital mindset that looks at their business strategy based on what digital can enable them, and not think of ICT as just an administrative or productivity tool. Yeah, they also need to inculcate lifelong learning and also growth mindset among their employees. And since cost and times are SME's main concern when it comes to upskilling and reskilling, maybe they can explore e-learning platforms like Coursera, DataCamp, or EDX, and many others that offer affordable training and employees can learn at their own pace.
Nice. Charles?
Okay, I think SMEs needs to build a community around their business. The way business are set up in Malaysia, it's like you buy from me and you go. It's like very transactional, and that's what happened during MCO. A lot of businesses, just lost their customers like that. But if you start building a community around a business, put them in a Facebook group, put them in your Telegram or WhatsApp, constantly add value to them, and you know what? They will stick with you. And it doesn't matter because now you can communicate with them and say, hey, you can come to my shop, but now I'm online, you can still buy from me and support me. So I believe that this community thing that around your business, it is a must today. Yeah, it's one of the most simplest strategy to build a community around your businesses. I believe some other people will say a tribe, but a community is good enough. Just build something, add constant value, and that's why you keep in touch with them. And the customers will not feel that they are just a transactional piece. That you only when you want me to buy something, you come to me. And that is what Malaysian business, especially Malaysian business, must do today. That's my final advice to
I
all
remember
SMEs.
when I first started doing this live stream back at home when it was during the MCO, all the F&Bs, and some of them were like huge competitors, they all just came together under one F&B association community to say, guys, we're suffering. What are we going to do next? Let's help one another. And it's amazing how they've just forged that relationship and move forwards as allies. So, Azmi, is there anything from your end? I mean...
Yeah, just a quick one. And it's about quickly reflecting the last 11 months. So, and decide how you want to end the year and how you want to plan to start next year.
Yeah.
Because basically we have what? We have less than 6 weeks to go, right? So we need to quickly look back, pick up all the good things and not so good things, and decide and strategize on how we're going to start 2021, because it's just around the corner.
When you put it that way, 6 weeks till we welcome 2021. 2020 is just like bye. Yeah, that's a bit scary, but it also puts you in perspective of what needs to be done moving forward. All right, well, thank you so much, Maria, Charles, and Azmi. I'll be seeing you in a bit because later on we'll be having a private one-on-one Zoom session. Now, to viewers at home or watching this live over our Facebook page or even on my Instagram page, if you've not signed up as a Unify Business Broadband, this is the best time for you to sign up because you can enjoy up to 400 ringgit touch and go e-wallet reload pin for free and be part of Unify Business Club or UBC to enjoy amazing privileges to grow your business further. So all you have to do is sign up now at www.unify.com.my business more, if I'm not mistaken. That's right. We will put all this links down in our comment section. There are many great things coming, so be on the lookout on UBC's website, Facebook, as well as Instagram page. All right. And for those who are already a Unify Business customer, look out for the email by ubc@unify.com.my to discover the promo codes to unlock all the privileges you can enjoy as a member, including free TV advertising on Unify TV, free lifetime POS software by CryptoPOS, free 10,000 email marketing from Engine Mailer, and many more, okay? And again, just mark your calendar because we will be having our live chat for the Sembang Business 3.0 featuring a topic quite dear to my heart. It's going to be related on children focused businesses. So this will be on air over UBC's Facebook and Instagram Live on the 2nd December 2020, and that will be hosted by the UBC's ambassador Aina Nazir. And finally, we will be having our private one-on-one with our panelists today over Zoom, limited to just 20 attendees. First come, first serve, of course. The Zoom link will be shared right now in the comment section of our Unify Business Facebook page. So interested attendees to that can participate. Just click on the link, and just a heads up, you are given one question each and time given for each attendee, where with this one-on-one with Maria, Charles, as well as Azmi is about 2 to 3 minutes, okay? All right, guys, I think it is almost time for us to say goodbye. Thank you so much once again, Maria, Charles. I'll be seeing you in a bit. Thank you, Azmi, looking good with that hairstyle, although I quite fancied your fluffy hairstyle. But you know what? I will adapt, just like how we're all adapting during this pandemic. It's horrible. I shall be seeing the rest of you who aren't joining our Zoom one-on-one in our next reboot session. More details coming soon. Please do follow our Unify Biz Facebook, Instagram, and website page, and also my page, because then I will also update you there, right? Once again, thank you so much. See you guys later at the Zoom session, Maria, Charles, and Azmi. My name is Daphne Iking, and I'll be seeing you at our next reboot session. Till then, take care, goodbye, and God bless.
Bye.